What are you most proud of that you've accomplished since you've been at Sims? I mean, Brendan, there's got to be something. You've been here a long time.
So there's probably too many to mention.
Oh!
But the one key one for me would probably be the role I have in Sims now as an account director.
Yeah.
It's taken me the best part of 3 decades to get here.
Yeah. But
I've done kind of every role from starting, packing orders, database entry, making cups of tea on £35 a week.
Welcome to another exciting day of Meet the Teams at Sims. You might remember me from last year. I can't believe it. It's been a whole year since I've been sat in this amazing surrounding. I'm Nicole, I'm your host for today, and I'm going to be talking to the teams at Sims. But what's really exciting about today, it's a little bit different, is we're going to be talking to individual teams, and we're going to be mixed up a little bit, which means that we're going to be playing a few games, having a bit of fun, and just going with the flow, really. So we thought, who can we get up first? It's got to be the team that makes it happen.
The dream team.
He said it there. The dream team, the ones that literally make the money. You know, let's talk about that. It's the sales team. So this is the Sims sales team. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Exciting. And I'm kind of like a quiz master today, but I'm not really. I mean, I have my clipboard, so I might ask you a few questions. But we're gonna play some Uno, aren't we, guys?
We are.
First of all, can I get you to all introduce yourself? Look, you've got these amazing mugs. I love these mugs. These are fantastic. What a great way to introduce yourself. Start with Brendan.
Brendan, with my mug.
With my mug?
With my mug. Yep, and I am an industrial and embedded account manager at Sims.
Fantastic. And how long have you been at Sims?
Long time.
A long time. That's all he wants to say on the matter. That's the first quiz question. Thank you, Brendan. We've got...
Mark?
I know.
Or Button.
Or Button, as he fondly likes to be known, but it's because it's his surname, not because
Exactly.
he's cute as a button.
No, unfortunately not. But I'm also an industrial account manager. I'm an account manager for the industrial and embedded side of Sims business.
Yeah, and we had a good chat last year, didn't we? So, yeah, brilliant. And then I've not had the pleasure of having a conversation with you,
It's
sir.
the first time meeting you, yeah.
First time, yeah.
It is indeed.
And you are, please? He's like, I have to check his mug. Yeah.
I'm Raf, yeah, need to check I've got the right one.
Who am I today?
I'm Raf, I'm an internal account manager here at Sims, managing a range of resellers, system integrators, and gaming accounts.
Amazing. And then last but not least...
And then I'm Jason.
Yeah.
Here's my mug. And similar to Raf, internal account manager. I've been here for 3.5 years.
Wow. And can I just point out, I don't have a mug. So I'm slightly upset about that. Thank you, team out there. But no, I'll live with it.
Once you've been here as long as we
That's
have.
what it is, isn't it? I'm still a fledgling.
You need to be part of the furniture.
You need to be pretty much, I mean, that is true at Sims, isn't it? You pretty much, most of the people that have been here a long time, which is testament to the company. Right, so you guys, come on, can you cut some cards for me, please? Let's get this game on.
You playing as well?
You're ready. Okay, all right. So, I mean, I can't remember the last time I played Uno. I mean, I think you guys should just play. And I'm going to just ask you some questions because you've already told me what your individual roles are within the team. What are the strengths that you feel that you bring to the team? I'm going to hit Brendan up first. Brendan, what would you say what is one of the strengths that you feel that you bring to this amazing sales team?
So probably one of my biggest skills is account management and kind of helping the team understand customers' needs and extracting pain points and really helping customers understand the best solutions for their projects.
Well, then I think you should be the one to start off this game. How do we play this? You've already started. Is that so? As a game, you haven't played it, have you, Brendan?
Very, very rarely.
So I'm putting you on the spot there, haven't I?
Very rarely, but I've just been told that I don't even get a go on my first go. Good. Here we go.
So the logic of Uno is, Mark, come on, you're logical. What is this game? How do we play this game?
So you put some cards down.
Yeah.
Stick to the colour or the same number, basically. And then there's some special cards as well.
So you can easily do that while I'm asking you questions.
Yeah.
Yeah? Can you multitask? Is that a strength that you bring to Sims?
Yeah, it's one of them.
Yeah? Give us some others. What are the other strengths that you bring?
So for me, it's probably down to myself loving how much I love technology, should I say.
You do love technology,
I do.
don't you?
I do like my tech.
Yeah.
And I mean, supporting customers and colleagues internally as well.
See, that would make sense why you're called Button.
Push the button.
Yeah, push the button. Push the button.
Obviously the right one.
The technology, obviously pushing the right buttons, making it happen with the right buttons is Button. Okay, cool. And Raf, what would you say your strengths are?
My strengths, I'd say again, I think communication is a good strength, and general support really. Helping the team in various different areas. So it might be something that might not be in Button's expertise.
Yeah.
So he will then obviously get some information off me. So,
Bounce off each other, don't we? Here, definitely.
You bounce off each other.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
You all seem very comfortable together here. It's nice to see. How about you? Come on, Jason.
I'd say being able to diversify. So there's a
He's
lot.
like, because he's like, make the money. I'll make the money.
So obviously with our accounts, such as mine and Raf's accounts, there's a lot of different types of accounts. So there's a lot of different aspects you've got to put towards it and different approaches. So it's just being able to.
So you can be very bespoke in the way that you deal with different customers. You've got there's no one solution for.
Yeah, there's some customers who you talk to in one way and some you talk to another. So you've got different ways. It's like having a language essentially. You wouldn't speak to someone in Chinese who's English, for example. So it's like having their language and understanding it.
Yeah. Okay. How good at Uno are you?
Champion, basically.
So modesty is another strength. Modesty is like kind of like baby-faced assassin. I'm getting this feeling. Very factual. Okay. Champion. Fact. And this is an interesting one. I'm going to ask you this. What's the biggest misconception you think people have about your roles in sales? I have a background in sales, so I'm interested to hear what you guys think about this.
I would say the biggest misconception is probably that we're salesmen.
Yeah.
Which is a strange one because obviously it's our job title essentially, but it's not what we are here to do.
Yeah.
We're not here to try and sell someone a particular part. There's usually a way of finding out if they've got an issue or like a pain point that you need to service. So it's finding out what they need done and then servicing that rather than going, this is what we have for you to sell. Yeah.
I think that's a good answer. I think it's a misconception, I would say, that you're just like, we're saying make the money. It's much more than that. It's business development, it's account management, it's all of those things, isn't it? So what about you, Rafe? What do you think?
Pretty much echoing Jason, but also I would say like relationship building. We're a problem solver, a solutions provider. So not exactly just a salesperson. Obviously that's what we're there to do, but I'd say, building relationships with customers is the most important thing, because without that, you don't have any business.
Yeah, exactly. But you've stopped playing Uno. You need.
It's not my go.
I don't know whose go it is.
Whose go is it? Not my go. Look, you can't let the champion win here. Come on.
I can't go, so I'm just going to pick up.
All right. How about this then, Mark? 3 words. Oh, we know Button. You can't use that one, okay? 3 words that your colleagues would use to describe you.
Probably a lot of words they would call me.
No, 3. You're limited to 3, okay?
I'd like to think they would say I'm knowledgeable, fun, hopefully, and
that's your 3.
Reliable, not hopefully.
Knowledgeable, okay, and I'm going to ask you guys. Do you think that's a fair answer?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Brendan's like.
I mean, he has paid us.
He's paid you. That's always good. Yeah.
Sorted out before.
I would agree.
Yeah.
I'd agree.
What about you, Brendan? 3 words that you'd say your colleagues would describe you as?
I would say probably pretty focused.
Yeah.
Straightforward.
Yeah.
Can be quite blunt sometimes.
Yeah, what?
There seems to be a murmur of agreement on that one, Brendan.
Probably a little bit eclectic as well.
Yeah. And I love the fact that you did not use 3 words. Thank you. That says it all, really, doesn't it? Okay, I've got to have 3 words for you two as well. So, Raf, you 3 words.
Always getting a cold.
I wanted to say
Brilliant. Always getting cold. I like that. Are you always getting cold?
Yeah.
Are you cold now?
I'm all right. I've overcome one.
I've caught something now already.
Nah, you haven't. You're all good. I'd say respectful.
Yeah.
Understanding and compassionate.
These are good skills. These are all very different skills as well. So you're not allowed to use champion.
Uno champion.
I mean, that's if you want that to be two of your words. Yeah, absolutely.
3 words for me.
3 words.
Tall, dark, and handsome. No.
Tall, dark, and handsome. Seriously?
No.
I mean, okay, yeah, you can have that.
No, I'm going to go with. I'll probably go with late is 1. Timekeeping has always been an issue for me.
Late.
Yes. I'm always late. Difficult to get out of bed, but when I'm here, I'm here.
Yeah.
So I'd say focused on that as well.
Yeah.
And then I'd also say impulsive.
Okay.
Kind of act day to day, so I'll put impulsive in there. So
Yeah.
very reactive.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. Okay. So, I mean, is there any of those things that people would not agree with? Is there any qualities that you think we've missed out on each other? Is there anything that you would add to that for each other? I can feel the love generating.
3 words to describe us all.
Is there any other? What would be? Okay, I'm gonna flip it on you. Give me, Brendan, 1 word you'd say about Jason.
I would
It's got to be nice.
Just leave
It doesn't have to be nice, but no. In his working, environment, what would you say? What would you? Geek.
Keen.
I mean,
Winning.
yeah.
Use geek for button. I'll probably use that.
You'd use geek for button.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll
What about Raf? What would we say about Raf?
I've got lunchbox in my head because he always has like a little briefcase for lunch that his missus has made him like 10 meals full.
Oh, well done, Raf's missus.
She's a gent.
She gets talked about a lot.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so lunchbox. And what about
Down the
Brendan?
Lincoln Christie route there a little bit.
I mean, lunchbox, we need to be careful on that one, actually, now I'm thinking about it. This is a family show. We're playing Uno. Brendan, what about Brendan? You don't get to choose this, Brendan. Yeah, what would we say, Brendan?
I'd say it's very knowledgeable.
Very knowledgeable. Oh.
I've got that up there as well.
It's because you wear glasses, that's why I wear mine.
It is, yeah.
It's great, isn't it?
I don't need them.
Neither do I. These are just clear. They don't work. But very knowledgeable. Okay, all right. Okay, you can continue. I'm happy that we've got through those questions as we have. What's currently exciting for you guys with your roles at Sims? So I don't know who wants to answer that first, but how have your roles, have they changed recently, or what's exciting at the moment about where you're at in the company?
I'll probably lead with that if you like.
Yeah.
So my role has slightly changed anyway, from more sales focused to more leadership of the industrial and embedded team. So for this year, focused on building that team.
Yeah.
And growing the account base.
Yeah.
And, the product portfolio into different customers and different applications.
Brilliant. Okay. All right. And how about the rest of you guys? What are you?
I'd echo that really. But for me, the exciting part is working with customers and their applications. What they do is interesting to me, and helping them do that better.
Yeah.
Or supplying products that are going to be reliable.
Yeah.
And see their product lifetime through.
And you do have lots of different customers, because I mean, obviously, if you've got an impulsive late person over here, you've got to keep them quite entertained.
Yeah, we're the reliable.
I mean, I'm not impulsive or late ever. By the way, I'm one of you. I'm like you.
I'm his backup. So.
You're his backup, so you work as a bit of a double act.
Yin and yang.
Yin and yang, that's good. Yeah. Yes, I always need a yin to my yang as well, so that's very good. Okay, all right. Who's winning? I'd like to know.
I don't know. It's the longest game we've ever played.
This is not great for the sales force. You should be able to have your eye on that while you've got your eye on this. You're just telling me. Is there a specific skill that any of you are working on right now to bring to 2023? Is there anything specific that any of you are working on?
I'm learning how to cook at home.
Is that bringing anything to Sims?
Well, if I'm here at lunch, I might start.
Obviously, this is not relevant to Raf at all, because he's got that covered. He doesn't need cooking as a skill because he gets his lunch.
Yeah, exactly.
Provided for him. But no, is there anything skills-wise that you're bringing forward into this year?
For me, I'm focusing on time management more than anything, from a professional and personal point of view. So obviously to be more efficient at work and to spend time where it matters the most with friends and family and things like that. That's quite a big goal for me this year. That's
good. That's really good. I like that. So that's something, and that's something you're enabled to do within the company, right? You all address that and look at that, because time management is key in everything, isn't it, that we do? So I think, and if you can actually acknowledge, I tease you, if you can actually acknowledge that you're late, that's just who you are as a person, but you can manage it effectively. It doesn't have to affect. I used to make 4 calls in a day, but my calls would be super productive, and there'd be someone else that made 100 calls in a day and would not be as productive as me. Well, that to me was my good time management. So I would imagine that's, if you can address that as a company, find your strengths and your not weaknesses, but things that might limit you sometimes, you can work together as a team, can't you? Yeah, okay. So what about you? What's your, timekeeping, is that on your list of skills to look at?
No, that's done.
That's done. That's all tied up. So, is there anything else you're thinking about for this year?
For this year, focusing on the accounts in terms of getting what their potential is.
Yeah.
So,
how did you do that? A minute ago you weren't playing the game, and now there's Unos. Amazing.
Yeah, focusing on those accounts, the potential of them. Working with them, we took on a lot of vendors, so there's a lot of other products that we can do to supply as well. So it's not just the standard kind of memory and storage. There's other things that we can do, like on the industrial embedded team.
Yeah.
Focusing on that and trying to build what we can in the accounts we've got, and also new acquisition.
I like it. It's getting me excited. It's brilliant. And Raph, what about you? Come on. Other than your amazing lunch that I want to eat.
You can't have my amazing
lunch. What? Oh, I don't eat meat, actually.
Although they have put in some requests and we'll pay your missus.
Have you? Wow. Mrs. Raff, I want to meet you. Okay.
I'd say sort of expanding on my relationship skills with customers. We've got a new vendor on board, so there's customers out there that we need to be contacting and speaking to if we're not already. So sort of like just improving the relationships with new customers. And like Jason said, we've got a range of different customers that we work with. All require different types of care, if you want to use the right word. So
TLC.
Yeah, exactly. Every customer's different. They're not all the same. So it's just brushing up on the relationship side of things.
I think you're all great. What's the thing you're most proud of in your workplace? What's the thing that any of you can answer this one? Come on. What are you most proud of that you've accomplished since you've been at Sims? Brendan, there's got to be something. You've been here a long time.
So there's probably too many to mention.
Oh!
The one key one for me would probably be the role I have in Sims now as an account director.
Yeah.
It's taken me the best part of 3 decades to get here.
Yeah.
But I've done kind of every role, from starting, packing orders, database entry, making cups of tea on £35 a week.
That's amazing. I'm going to give you a round of applause for that. Well done, and congratulations.
He said 3 decades, so that kind of tells you.
I know. Yeah. No, I think that goes to show the potential of what you can have when you work in a company like this, isn't it? That there is room to move, and you might come in doing something, and you might end up doing something different. And they get the best out of you.
Exactly right. Yes.
Which is that I think is the real amazing thing if you work anywhere. Yes. You don't want to work somewhere where you feel you're going to be, they can see where you can expand at Sims, and they, as is called making it happen. That seems to be what they do. What you do as a company and a collective, which is great. What about Mark? What about your greatest accomplishment? Because I know you've.
Yeah, so there's definitely a few, but I'd say for me...
No teasing jokes about Kevin or anything like that?
It's coming, I think, yeah.
I know.
I would say, obviously, finding customers the right solutions is the key thing for me, but when you fix customer issues, I've had some customers come to me, and before they've even dealt with myself and Sims, they've had a lot of failures, for instance, and fixing the problem, and then which has resulted in supplying thousands of units of what we do, memory and storage, and they've had no issues. Yeah. So that's my sort of biggest accomplishments with things like that.
Okay, all right. You guys, have you got anything burning desires that you want to share? Now's your moment.
Yeah, mine would be getting compliments.
Getting compliments?
Yeah, from customers. Like there's a few that I've dealt with where they've had some bad experiences with. I'm not going to mention any
other companies.
Yeah, I'm not going to mention any names, but
please don't.
They've had some bad experiences. They've not got what they're after.
Yeah.
And they've come to me. I've spoken to them, and they've just been really happy with the service and the care that they've had from me and Sims. And they've just complimentary, really. Yeah.
I'm going to compliment how well you're playing Uno as well while you're doing this.
Well, I really like
I feel like are you winning still?
Oh, so it's your turn then because I miss a go.
See, they're all just captivated by what you're saying there. That's what it is. It's so captivating, this sales team. They just can't keep it up.
My other accomplishment was last year. I mean, it's not, for me, it's a big one. I landed a £130,000 order.
That's amazing.
For a server enterprise deal. So for that, for me, that's my biggest ever order that I've ever landed. So that's my accomplishment.
Well done.
So, trying to hit that again, but better.
That's the thing now. If that's your best deal, you've got to get better than that. So, you just got to keep, but I'm sure you will. I'm not going to give you a round of applause. We can't round applause everybody. It would just get too much. You didn't get one, Mark, exactly. I've got to be fair in this. And I've got to ask you as well, Jason. I'm sure you've got something, haven't you?
I would say getting into those massive accounts.
Yeah.
Not necessarily loads of stuff to do inside from our perspective.
Yeah.
That sales cycle is a lot longer with those multi-million-dollar or multi-million-pound accounts.
Yeah.
So
what's your like? You can't give away all your gold, I know, but cracking the codes and getting into those key accounts. What would you say is your?
Well, it's being relentless in terms of chasing.
Relentless.
It is. It's relentless in terms of in these big companies you've got a lot of people leaving, and all of that work that you could do in the year's time could end up being completely negated because they've left. So. It's about getting things over the line as quickly as possible, where they like to move slowly, and just giving them all the information. It doesn't take time; it takes the information to make a decision. So you need to give them all the information they need, and as quickly as possible, essentially. And getting that over the line. So.
I mean, what would they do without you? What would Sims do without their amazing sales first? Saying that, what would you do if Sims didn't exist? If Sims didn't exist. I mean, you look like this game doesn't exist anymore, I'm going to say. But if Sims didn't exist... It's your go, Jason. Sorry, it's my fault. I've been talking too much for a change. If Sims didn't exist, Mark, what would you be doing? Obviously, I mean, there is nothing that compares to being a Sims.
Well, being here for 18 years is kind of like what...
It's hard to think of, isn't it? And if nothing was... If money was an object or progression or whatever, if you weren't at Sims, what would you be doing?
I would definitely be doing something to do with technology.
Yeah.
Possibly a chief technology officer somewhere.
Would you?
Yeah, I can imagine myself maybe being in helping manufacture robots or smart technology or something like that. But I think that's... So
you're in the right place, really?
Yeah, 100%.
He does have a fridge that tells him what is in his fridge.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah. He does.
You have a fridge that tells you what's in it?
Yep, we've got an AI fridge, so it can basically see
fridge
what's
like
inside.
That. It will just say nothing. Unless the kids are there and then it says full.
I need it because of my cooking skills. It can tell me what to cook based on what's in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm getting distracted here. This is just too much. We could do a whole other series.
It gives him recipes of
it's not your wife, is it? That's right.
Definitely not.
So I'm getting confused now. It's too much. This is technology overload for me here. Okay, all right. And how about you, Raf? What would you be doing?
Is it me? I don't know.
I think I'd be like an F1, like some sort of racing driver or something like that.
Would you?
Yeah, I've got.
I know somewhere you could race.
I don't know. I've just got a thing for speed and adrenaline.
Have you?
Yeah, I've done a few.
Is that what you like, sales?
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, I mean,
fast-paced.
Yeah, fast-paced. I've done a few track days, going back a few years ago. So, yeah, something like that. I think.
I would ask. Good answer. Good answer. Brendan, he's burning to tell me. What would you?
So mine's probably completely away from technology.
Yeah.
My passion outside of work is metal detecting. So
metal detecting. I love it.
I think my role would be looking and helping people record treasure that's been found.
Oh wow!
So, yeah, local treasures recorded for historical purposes.
I mean, good on you. Is all I can say to that. I think that's great to have different tastes inside of work. That's brilliant. I can't think that you're going to answer that with metal detector. Something gives me
not metal detecting.
Not metal detecting, but good for you, Brendan. I like that. Helping with treasure.
I'll probably go the very standard one of being a footballer.
Footballer.
Ages and ages ago. That's what I wanted to do. So I'd be doing that. But if not, I would be Uno champion.
Hang on, did you say Uno?
I did say Uno.
Because he said
I mean, Uno champion. That was priceless. Well, thank you for sharing some time with me, you guys. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep making it happen. And Uno champion. We have high expectations of you, so you need to go now and get on with your day's work. Yeah, but it's lovely to meet you all. And thanks for coming on, making it happen, meeting the teams. It's people want to get to know these guys. Give them a shout, hit them up. They all want to help you. So it's great to meet you all in person. Have a fab day. All right, see you later.